Hi, this is Dr. Gordo and welcome to the Raven and the Writing Desk. In today's video, we're going to take a quick look at vowels and consonants. Basically, what are they? How do I use them? This is not a video in learning a lot about English speech. I'm primarily concerned with writing on this channel, but because vowels and consonants come up in our discussions, this is just a quick overview on literally what they are from a grammatical sense. So let's take a closer look. So I asked students, what's a vowel? And every single time I get the same answer, A-E-I-O-U. And I say those are examples of vowels, but what makes them vowels? And to date, I haven't had a student say to me, well, a vowel is an uninterrupted sound. There's no blockage in the pronunciation of the vowel. So to really exaggerate the English vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes W and Y. You can say the vowel sound indefinitely. As long as you have breath, you can say a vowel, as opposed to a consonant. A consonant is an interrupted sound. There's some kind of blockage that is going on, either in the mouth, the throat, nose. I'm not going to get too technical, but there's something that's allowing us to make an interrupted sound, such as b, k, d, f. I'm not going to go through the whole alphabet, but you get the idea. Vowel, a, interrupted sound. Consonant, j, k, l. It's stopped. So this knowledge is really helpful when you're looking at a dictionary and the words are broken down into syllables. Syllable. So consonants and vowels team up to make a sound, and then these sounds combine to make words. And that is the simplest way that I can explain it. Now, I'm going to quickly talk about different kinds of vowels in regards to short and long vowels. Short vowels, yes, you do kind of touch upon them, but it doesn't mean that you're just pronouncing them a short amount of time. Short in this sense more or less means simple. So I've written some words down here: mat, let, dig, lock, cut. These are all examples of short vowels in single syllable words. And they usually occur in words that have just one vowel, because when we have words that have multiple vowels, chances are we're going to get into a long vowel. Long vowels are not simply pronounced longer. What they do is they tend to say their names, as we'll see in a moment. It will quite often be the first vowel that we see in a word. And so now let's take a look at some examples of some long vowels. And while I'm doing it, let's see if you can hear the first vowel said in the word. Bake, A. Eve, E. Bike, I. Home, O. Music, U. As opposed to short vowels like cat, let, dig, lock, and cut. Actually, if we take a look at that last example, if I add an E to cut, the word becomes cute. So notice how that U changes from cut to, when you add an E at the end, cute. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about why this happens unless there's a request for me to do a video that gets into it. I am just simply going over things. Going back to this slide here, I did an example of syllable, bell. It's not broken down because it's a single syllable word, as opposed to lion, lie-un. So that's why that word is divided into two vowels. And then I thought I'd put definition up out here because once again, you can see DEF, that's forming a syllable. I, forming its own syllable there. But then when we get towards the end, notice that that I-O cannot be broken up because those two vowels are actually teaming up to form a different sound. And so in addition to short and long vowels, also be aware of vowel team-ups. There's different types of vowel team-ups. My favorite is the diphthong, which it essentially means two tones. It's also known as a sliding sound. This is really interesting. You get the two vowels together. The two vowels form a syllable, yet you can hear both vowels teaming up in the single sound. Check this out. Day, buy, tie, boy, here, hair, beer, pour, tour, now. That last one, now, there's an example of a W acting as a vowel. So it's interesting. Two vowels are together, and there's a double tone to the sound there, yet they're said within the same syllable. Sometimes you can even get like a trithong. I forget what the actual term is. Layer, fire, loyal, lower, power. So look at those last two. Lower, power. They're spelt almost the exact same way, so this is what you call a sight rhyme. To the eye, they should rhyme, but we actually say them out loud. Just the way the vowels are operating, it creates a different sound. And those two words do not rhyme. What I don't like about these examples is layer, fire. Fire's an easier one. That's clearly one syllable. You can hear all three, but layer, because it's a two-syllable word, it's like, well, how much of that E is in the first syllable as opposed to the second? But let's not get bogged down in too much detail. Here's a list of the vowel teams. These are good to know. I mean, if you're learning to speak English, yes, you're going to want to be aware of these vowel team-ups and the sound they make. And also the exceptions. Take a look at the ones that I've highlighted with the blue asterisks. The A, E-I-G-H, sleigh, as opposed to I-G-H in right. Sleigh, right. That I-G-H, different sounds. Just like the E-Y, sometimes it's making a long A and sometimes it's making a long E. They, as opposed to key. Once again, a sight rhyme. And also we have I-E, as in thief or pie. So once again, it is good to know how these different vowel combinations are pronounced and when they're pronounced differently, such as the three examples I just gave. How are you going to learn these different sounds? You're just going to have to practice. There's a couple things you can do. Watching videos on YouTube with the subtitles on, such as these videos, that could help you align how the word is spelt with the way it's being pronounced, because English is full of lots of really weird rules. They all have good reasons for them. Historical mostly, the way the language evolved. It's never just because, oh, well, that's what it sounds better that way. You know, we don't do that in this channel. We always try to give you an explanation. One thing I try to do learning some other languages, not that I've had much luck with it, is trying to look at a regular book while I have an audio book going. Same idea as the subtitles, aligning the audio with the written word. And of course, whatever you need to do to develop your vocabulary, I think it's a really good idea. Every time you don't recognize a word, look it up. And after you look it up, write it down. I find it's easy when I'm reading things online just to copy and paste the word into a document. I also copy and paste the definition. Then when I'm doing a writing project, I'm thinking, oh, what are some good words that I could use in this project? I go through that document and then I can pick out some words that may not automatically come to mind when I'm writing. So to recap, Vowels, uninterrupted sounds. Consonants, interrupted sounds. These two types of sounds team up to form syllables, and syllables team up to form words. Consonants, there's not too much you need to learn about them other than just that initial sound that they make. Vowels will, as they say, throw you curveballs. Some vowels, well, different vowels will be pronounced different ways depending if it's a short or a long vowel or if it's in a vowel team up. And that is simply learned through lots of practice and dedication. So, if you're looking for another video to play to watch the subtitles, why don't you check out some of our playlists? We have our playlist on the parts of speech, which is very important to all of this. And if you're interested in knowing more about the different punctuation marks and how that can impact how your writing sounds, check that out. And in the meantime, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I appreciate your time. Have a great day.